A Thunder Report from 107.7 The Franchise.
Greetings, Thunder fans. Oklahoma City has completed its practice today, about a 90-minute workout in the FedEx Forum in preparation for tomorrow night's Game 4 at 8:30 against the Memphis Grizzlies. There isn't anything I can say in this report that can't be said better by the players and coaches themselves, so let's get to Scott Brooks, Kendrick Perkins, Kevin Durant, and Russell Westbrook on today's Thunder Report.
When I look at the shots, I think our main focus is trying to get better shots, and that comes with all of us. And with Serge, he's a terrific shooter, and he has to get some looks. But I think our looks have to become better shots, and then when we do get our good shots, we got to be able to knock those shots in. With Serge, he's going to get opportunities. We're well aware of his touches, and we have to get him more looks.
Pick and rolls and pick and pops with him have been so good all year. Why do you think you guys have gone away from that late in games at times?
Not necessarily we've gone away from it. They've done a good job of packing the paint, and we have to do a better job of finding our players open on time and on target so they can step up and make shots. That's something that we've talked about and addressed. But we have to do a better job next game.
Scott, why can't you get these guys to stop taking three-pointers? So many three-pointers.
That's something that we have to do a better job with. They're going to force you to take some threes. They're going to force you to take some shots outside the paint because they're putting 3 to 4 guys around the paint. So you have to loosen it up by making some of those shots. The ones that we're trying to eliminate, and hopefully we do that next game, is the ones that are off the dribble with the no passes, and those are the tough ones. Unless those are the ones that we don't want, and the ones that we like and that we're going to have to be able to step up and make are the ones that when they are packing the paint that we had on our kick-out threes, we have to make those.
Is there little you can do when they're in the heat of the moment and they're obviously trying to make the right play and help their team win? Is there not much you can do in that situation?
No, you still have to trust the offense and trust the things that we've done all year. We've been a terrific shooting team all year. We've having some troubles the last 2 games. Hopefully it stops after 2. But I think we've done a good job of all year of moving the basketball, passing for good shots. Like I said, we're shooting a lot of high percentage shots. But we definitely have to do a better job of moving the basketball and getting out of our hands quicker.
Did you notice?
Taking away passing lanes as well, not only all shot and option situation.
No, I mean they've done a good job of really packing the paint and making us hit shots, and it's one thing that I believe in our guys. We're going to be able to make shots, and we have to be able to step up and hit them, but it has to come out of our offense. It has to come out of some ball movement and driving kicks. I think we only had 6 driving kicks last night. Those are numbers that we're really good with, or those are actions that we're really good with. Last night it wasn't as good.
Scott, is there a sense of frustration maybe with 2 overtime games? This series could be completely different, or is the mood good as you head into pivotal game 4?
Well, that's playoff basketball. You have to focus on every game and put yourself in a position to win and make some plays down the stretch to win the game. And they did a good job. They made some plays down the stretch, a few more than we have. But we're focused on winning 1 game. We're not focused on the series. We're just focused on winning 1 game. We win 1 game, it becomes a best of 3 with 2 games at our building. So that's the only thing that we're worried about is doing a better job to win 1 game tomorrow night.
Scott, when you've been with the group as long as you've been with this core, do they listen to you more the longer you're with them, or do they listen to you less?
Well, the one thing about the group, I know them inside and out. I know how they're wired. I know what they do and what they believe in, and they believe in each other. And when they have bad games, they want to come back and respond. And I love our guys. I love what they've done throughout the 6 years that we've been together. And when moments are like this, they always stick together and rally around one another and come up big. And I expect that tomorrow night.
But do they listen to you more or less, do you think?
Well, obviously, I think they listen to me. I mean, we're like family. You know, a family. You're going to have some ups and you're going to have some downs, but you have to stay together. And we have a group that believes in one another, and we've been together for a while now. And hopefully we can rally around one another one more night tomorrow night and get a win.
When you're watching film, do you have them watch more of the fourth quarter when they're doing things right, or more of early on where they want? Or is it?
Well, we watch it all. I think as a staff, you figure out ways to improve, and you see what you've done well, and maybe you can add something to that. I think it's important to watch all the things that we've done well as equally as the things that we need to get better with. It's as simple as just playing better and executing it much better and getting some shots, the shots where we want, not the shots that they're making us take or forcing us to take, and we want to be able to dictate that a little more.
What was it about that 17-0 run that you guys can maybe carry over into Game 4?
Well, we played with a little more pace, and pace doesn't mean just running up the court and playing wild. Pace means that we played with a more urgency in the half court, and we did a better job of setting up and coming off of screens and passing the ball when the pass was there. And we have to be able to sustain that for 48 minutes. This series is about maximum effort, and we have to be able to do that all series long.
Did you impact things on the defensive end better during that stretch as well?
Well, we got some shots that we wanted the offense to take during that stretch. I think our guys, our bigs have done a good job. They're holding their bigs down to a low percentage, and we know how good those two guys are. Those guys are the premier bigs in the league, and I thought Perk did a really good job on Zach throughout that game. And like I said, he's not an easy guy to guard, and I thought we did a good job with him.
That's the best games he's ever played. Perk, because he helped on offense.
Yeah, I mean, he was solid. He was solid. 6 points, 9 rebounds in the defensive play that he gave us. But Perk is a defender. He's an inside defender that makes it very hard to score over.
You talked about the maximum effort during the runs there late. When you watch the film, does it feel like that wasn't there for a lot of the game, the effort?
No, I mean, at times I don't think it was the effort. It was the times. I thought in the first half we had a lot of good shots, shots that I hope that we get again. Said that for a couple of days, but we had a lot of good shots that we have to be able to step up and make.
Why don't we see? It's a two-parter.
I got time.
Why don't we see KD post up more?
Why don't we see KD post up more? Like where?
In the post.
In the post. Well, there's places on the floor we get our post looks. He has his fair share. I mean, it's something that he's worked on the last couple of years that has improved. Like a lot of our guys involved as players, and his game is still evolving. He's not a finished product by any stretch of the word finished. He has a lot of room for growth, which is a great thing to say, knowing that how hard he works, and he's getting better every year, and that's an area that he will continue to get better with.
But is it something strategic, maybe even tactical, that you're trying to avoid by putting him down now on the low block?
Well, they're loading up. It's hard to make passes when you have 2 or 3 guys on you in that position, and it's harder to see the floor, one. So we like to get him the looks up top at the free throw line area. That's where he's really effective, and he helps other guys get easier shots down there. So that's more of an area that we like to get him to catch it deeper to the paint in that area, because it's easy to see the defense. If they double team, you can pass it right away.
And why isn't Jeremy Lamb playing? Thanks. And will you go to him in Game 4?
Well, everybody has to be ready. Everybody has to be ready. He's definitely on our team. The 13 guys. If I call him, he has to step up and play. And I have confidence in all the guys right now. It's not about who's playing and who's not playing. It's about we have to play better. We have to play better as a group collectively. individually, and I believe in our guys, and I believe that they will.
I mean, we're playing basketball, so that's the fun part about it. It's not like, somebody died, everybody's upbeat and excited for another opportunity, and, we're good. So, everybody's, ready for the game tomorrow, and hopefully it's a great one.
Is it just a matter of making shots? Because you guys are getting good looks. Yeah. You've said it for a couple of games. It's just a matter of the ball going in?
Yeah, we do have to do a better job of finding a good shot, too. We may shoot some good ones, but we have some better shots that's out there that we're leaving on the table. So we have to do a better job of finding those guys, and we have to get everybody going, throughout the whole game. We just can't rely on them at, second quarter here, third quarter there. We got to do it throughout the whole game.
Kevin, did you guys watch film today?
Yeah.
When you see film, to us it kind of looks like you and Russell getting involved in really a two-man show. It's kind of like take your turn. You guys are taking turns with the ball offensively. Does it look like that to you when you watch the film?
No, we started the game off, I think everybody was touching the ball. We got down 17 points, so we got to be aggressive. We're the guys, and I think, Russell got, aggressive. We was down 17 with 8 minutes to go, and we tied it up. So, when you're down that much, you can't just keep throwing the ball around the perimeter. Sometimes you got to just improvise and go out there and make plays. So, we're not playing two-man show.
But the interesting thing is, when you start that 17-0 run, three guys who scored, Tabo got to the free throw line from your pass, Perk got a dunk or layup, and then Serge got a layup from Russ. So it's three guys that you wouldn't expect because of you guys' ball movement. I feel like that's something that needs to be focused on more.
Yeah, we just gotta do better. We gotta do better, but so we just gotta make sure we get guys confidence early on. But we have to do it within the offense. So we have to be better. Maybe we are shooting too much, but we're gonna stay aggressive no matter what anybody says. And some shots we felt that we could have made, but we didn't. But we just continue to trust our teammates, and we'll be fine.
What do y'all need to change defensively to be able to slow them down? Obviously, they've been able to get some of the shots that they want at will.
I think we've been doing a good job defensively. To be honest, they made some shots, but I think we held them 98 points with the overtime. That's what we want to do defensively. But we were right there every game. The last two games especially, going to overtime. But we have to. We can't dig ourselves a hole again on the road. So.
Kevin, it seemed like even last night there were some of those putbacks, the easy shots that weren't even falling for you guys. Is that a finished thing, or is that just a patience and you have to know next game it'll happen?
Just staying confident in the process of it all, no matter what. This whole thing is a process, and then trusting in it is tough when you lose 2 games in a row. But that's what good teams do, is they trust in the process and knowing that it may not go your way one game, but if you continue to do the same things, or be conscious of being better, then it'll start to turn for you.
Kevin, were those last 8 minutes of regulation a blueprint for how you guys want to turn defense into offense?
Yeah, definitely. I think, like Darnell said, we did pass the ball better in that fourth. Everybody got involved. Offensively, defensively, we were closing up the paint, making them shoot tough shots, and rebounding and getting out. So once we do that, to start the game, throughout the whole game, from the guys on the starting unit to the bench, then we should be all right.
When you talked about some of the reasons why you may not go in the post as much, guys sitting in your lap, double teams coming, things like that, but how comfortable are you in that spot? Because when you hit Tony Allen with that, I think it might have been a drop step or up and under in the third quarter from the post, you look real comfortable doing it.
I'm comfortable anywhere on the court. From as soon as I step across half to the three-point line to free throw line to both boxes, elbows, nail, I'm comfortable everywhere. It's just a matter of me getting there. And, I never play one-on-one. I haven't played one-on-one a lot since I got into the league, so it's a lot of, different defenses I've seen. So I'm just trying to figure out where I need to get the ball to be aggressive, and if I get it there, just, taking my time and being patient. So, one time I might get it on the post, I might get it at the free throw line, or I might get it wide open 3. I just got to be comfortable in every spot.
Well, Kendrick, are you surprised they didn't call a foul on you for sitting on Miller?
I don't know how they was going to call it.
I think I caught the rough off guard too, but you try to do anything to win.
Did you enjoy that for a second or two? You weren't on him long, but it was a fairly unique scene.
It was different. When I watched it over, it was, I don't know. Sometimes it happens. I was just in the moment.
Is that something you've ever done before?
Nah.
Brooke, is frustrating maybe the word to describe things? 2 overtime games. This series could be a lot different. Is frustrating maybe the best way to describe the mood right now?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think, obviously there's some things that we got to clean up, but you just taking one game at a time. You win one game, and it's back in your favor. You got 2 more games at home, so we win this game, the series tied up, and the whole series changed. So at the end of the day, it ain't too late. We can fix it and get better, and I don't think it's nothing necessarily that they doing. I think we kind of beating ourselves right now, so we just got to clean it up.
Perk, what'd y'all do in the almost 8 minutes where you held them scoreless in the 4th quarter?
We locked in. I thought we had better. Our offense was a whole lot better. We moved the ball. We ran good sets, and I think we scored. And it came down, triggered us playing great defense. So I think we just got to sustain that for 48 minutes and do that every time down on both ends.
What kind of endurance is needed to do that for 48 minutes in a physical game like this? It seems like it'd be difficult to keep that level up.
But that's why we got 13 guys. We got a good bench who will play well tomorrow. So, we just got to make sure we keep everybody involved on both ends and just stay focused.
Kendrick, is that one of the better games you individually have played in a while? You contributed offensively. Zach went 5 for 20 from the field. Like you had a pretty profound impact on the game.
I was just trying to get the win. But I think when you have a pretty good individual performance, it go out the window when you take a loss. So at the end of the day, it's all about getting a win. So I know obviously some things that I could do better as far as with my pick and roll defense that I need to clean up. So, but just try to keep building.
What do you guys have to do, Perk, tomorrow, maybe more than anything else, to try to get back to Oak City 2-2?
Let's go out here and play our basketball on both ends. I think our defense has been pretty good. We held the team to 98 points going into an overtime game. It's pretty good. I think on the offensive end, got to move the ball, and we got to make shots. I think we're gonna be all right.
When you watch film today, what stuck out to you guys?
Just a lot of open things that we can change, that we can see. Keeping the pace high is always key for us, especially against those guys.
Russell, what's the mood like? 2 overtime games. This series could be completely different if one thing goes your way, but you guys seem upbeat.
Yeah, we're good. We ain't like it'd be different if we got blown out and we feel like we didn't have a chance to win. We're in a good place. The way we ended the game obviously wasn't the way we wanted to, but the way we fought back shows that we can play a certain way that we need to play.
Was it just a matter of making shots? You guys seem to be getting good looks, some bunnies that didn't go in. Are you guys just making it?
Just got to make it. We're going to make the shots when we need to make them. We just got to be confident and make the same plays throughout the whole game.
Russ, what did you guys do differently when you went on the 17-0 run? We know the offense is there, but what did you guys do differently with the defense?
Just locked up, man. Regardless of what schemes we had, we just covered whatever we need to cover and got stops when we needed to.
Is that something you guys can build off of?
Definitely, for sure.
The Grizzlies have said they want to make somebody other than you or KD beat them. How important is it getting your other teammates involved and making it maybe even easier on you and KD?
It's important. It's important, but you got to stay aggressive regardless of what happened. You got to stay aggressive. Find guys and try to get them open shots as much as we can, and also stay aggressive at the same time.
Russell, do you feel like, you can always speak for yourself, but do you feel like you and Russ or KD get sort of frustrated when you see your teammates missing and kind of makes you guys want to take over even more?
No, you want to win. Regardless of if, whoever's open, whoever missed a shot. Nobody's perfect. Not myself, not Kevin, not anybody. So, obviously you want your teammates to do great, make shots. But when the game is, close and down the line, I mean, you got to make decisions.
Serge has been so big for you all year, but he's only had one shot combined in the last 2 fourth quarters in OT. Is maybe some more pick and pops and pick and rolls with him a way to get the offense going a little bit?
We'll see. We'll see.
Is there a reason y'all go away from the pick and roll with him late in games?
Away from who?
Serge.
We don't go away from Serge. I mean, our offense is not around Serge, not built around Serge. You have number 35, Kevin Durant, average 32 points.
Serge is having a career year, and he's also shooting 60%.
Man, Kevin Durant having a career year. I ain't trying to hear all that, man. Don't try to pull us apart. I mean, we all in this together. Serge not on a separate team. Kevin's not on a separate team. I'm not on a separate team. We on Oklahoma City Thunder. It's not. If Serge got one shot, okay, so now we got to get Serge shots. It don't work like that, man. We all on the same team. We all in this together. Serge know what he's supposed to do for our team. Kevin knows what he's supposed to do. It's easy. No, that's it. It's easy. 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 Everybody know their role. It's easy.
You're down 1. How important is it to get this win tomorrow and go back home?
It's very important. They're a tough team at home. Our job is to come out and play like we did when we were down 17. Come back with a great intensity and try to win the game.
That's it for this edition of the Thunder Report. Oklahoma City will shoot around in the morning. We'll file another report after that shoot around. And don't forget the TotallyTickets.com Countdown to Tip-Off show presented by Homeland and Bake 7 tomorrow night at 7:30 live here in Memphis before the Thunder take on the Grizzlies in the crucial Game 4 at 8:30. With the Thunder in Memphis, I'm David Garrett for 107.7 The Franchise.